Give me your niece, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you leave for courtesy, good Monsieur. What you will. Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help cavalry cobweb to scratch. I must the barbers, Monsieur, for me things. A marvelous hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch. Quite. Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet laugh? I have a reasonable good ear of music. Let's have the tongs and the bones. Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat. Truly a peck of provender. I could munch a good dry oat, methinks. I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow. I have a venturous fairy that shall take the squirrel's horn and fetch thee new nuts. I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me. Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in thy arms, fairies be gone, and be always away. So doth the wood bind the sweet honeysuckle gently in twist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee. Welcome, good robin, seest thou the sweet sight? Her dotage now I begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she whose hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same Jew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty flower its eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me in her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other Jew, they all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accident, and as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. But see as thou wast wont to me, see as thou wast wont to see. Diane's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen. My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass. There lies your love. How came these things to pass? And oh, how mine eyes do loath in his visage now. Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call. And strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense. Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep. Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep. Sound music, come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon thou sleepest be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Bessie's house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity, there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, and perfected on jollity. Fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark. Then my queen, in silence sat, trip we after the night's shade, we the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon. Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me, O king's knight, thy sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground. Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed, and since we have the byword of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds on couplers in the western valley. Let them go dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountains top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction. I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds spotted. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near, seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder. My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so standard, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thessalian bulls slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hallowed to, nor cheered with horn. In Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly, judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these? My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this the thunder, this Demetri city, this Helena, old Meter's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together. No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here and grace our solemnity, but speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice? It is, my lord. Go bid the huntsmen strike them with their horns. Good morrow's friend St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood-bird bustled couples how? Pardon, my lord. I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? That hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity. My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here, but as I think for truly what I speak, and now do I bethink me. So it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone with from Athens, where we might without the peril of the Athenian law. Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon us, that they would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife. My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this, their purpose, hither to this wood. And I, in fury, hither followed them, their Helena, and following me, but, my good lord, I want not, but what power, but by some power it is, by my love to Hermia, melted as the snow seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith of virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed there, I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food. But, as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse, we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your wish, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit, and for the morning now is something worn. Our purpose, hunting, shall be set aside, away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta. These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains, turn it into clouds. Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double. So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own. That we are awake, it seems to me, that we asleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him? Yea, and my father, and Hippolyta, and he bid us follow to the temple. Why then we are awake, let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams. When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus, high ho, Peter, quince, flute the bellows, mender, snout the tinker, starveling gods, my life, stolen hence, and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of man, to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is but a patch fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, or his heart to report what